You're listening now live at Radio Blender with Nimbus Evening Land. You're listening now live at Radio Blender with Nimbus Evening Land. Alright, here we go. We just wait for a couple more minutes and then we start off. I'm not looking forward to pronounce all those stones, because some of them, I don't know. But I've seen a lot of great entries. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna update my map down here. Alright. Just put the music a little bit softer. And let's see who is all in the chat. We have got Erwin Sanure, we got Geisen, and we got Explosion. Welcome guys, I hope you are doing fine. I am doing fine. The weather has finally calmed down. It is lesser hot in this country. For now, at least. Speaking about weather, let me see if what is coming in the upcoming days. 26 degrees, 24, 19, 17, 16, 15. Well, that seems very, very nice. I don't mind if it's getting colder. Give me -10, a lot of snow and ice. I love that. You're working on your weekly? Oh boy. Gonna be something. I've seen a lot of nice entries already. It is not easy. Alright, let me see. Do I have got everything ready? Kind of. I'm just going to need to probably empty the map. So I put in the 30 minutes winners. I will fix up everything tonight, the thumbnails, the winners of the last weekly challenge, and straight away the winners for this 30-minute challenge for tonight. Just take care that everything is up to date. So about 3 more minutes. And then we will start off. So make sure you got everything, your drinks, your munchies. You got your Copico and 3 type of snacks, junk food, okay. Well, not for me this time. I'm on a what they call keto diet. So no sugar type things for me. Keto diet is very good for summertime when it's too hot to sport. I want to get back to sporting when it starts to get a little bit more fresher. Work myself in shape again because I've been sitting on my arse way too much. 4 meters from your room. Wow, that doesn't sound well. Anybody here is a pescatarian? Maybe if I knew what it meant? I have no idea. What does that mean, Erwin? Alright, 1 more minute. And by the way, Outminded is not here today, but he already gave some votes earlier today onto the chat, so we will have some extra votes already. I will drop them in when time has come. Fish only. Yeah. I like a couple fish things, but I'm not a huge fish type. No, I like meat, especially burgers. I love burgers. And of course, if I would eat a hamburger right now, I would eat it without bread, because bread is very bad for my diet. Alright, so the music is turned off. Very good moment to start off the 30-minute challenge. The subject was, let me just see somewhere, to model gemstones and minerals. Outminded, I had a little chat with him, and he was telling me he's actually collecting gemstones and minerals. He has about 100 types of them, and I think he came up with a pretty much well subject for this. I would have never thought about this. Frank also minded up a few weekly challenges for 30 minutes, of course. So maybe at some point we will bring that in too. Now, if you guys have some ideas, then I would like you to put that on a WordPad or something, or a text file, just a main subject, and for each day a sub-subject. I said it the correct way. Fish burgers, fish fries, and what else would be nice? I eat meat before, but I changed myself into lacto-ovo pescatarian due to health issues, so I take fish and a few eggs. Eggs are always nice, especially with bacon. Alright. So the first objective of last Monday was to make a amethyst. Oh man, I don't know exactly how to pronounce that word. But you will get the idea when you look into the chat. This is a very nice little stone. What I also going to do is I'm just gonna copy this word, and I'm just going to take what I always kind of like to do is a reference picture, just for myself and you guys to just get a little bit better idea. Amethyst. Oh. It will show it on the Dutch. The only difference with Dutch is that the Y is an I, apparently. But we are not Dutch right now, we are English. So this is the stone example, what you could have made. Which is not very easy if you take one of these that are just cut to the half. Seems like very difficult. I did see one time someone made this into a candy type or something with a lot of chocolate and sugar and really bad. It looks like a very nice stone. Now let's look at the entries. Amethyst. Alright, one expensive item. Okay. I'll just keep that in mind then. So the first entry is of explosion. Kinda looks weird getting the material. Looking right, it's super hard. Well, you're kind of right. If it's just the raw material, it is very difficult to get the material right. Shaping it off would have been a little more easier, I'll guess, just like this guy right down here. Shape it off, or this one down here, but you can see inside it has some materials. I'll guess with this one here, it looks a little bit too soft if it's about the outside. It should have been more hard edges, hard shapes. But I like the way that in the inside there is a lot going on, and I think that is one of the things with these stones down here, which you can see with this one very well. It's very difficult material, indeed. But yeah, harder shapes would have been nice. Of course, we have this guy down here with softer shape, but I don't believe this is natural. This is more maybe shaped by water, by going through a river, another river, because you have those glass beaches, and on the glass beaches, all these stones are very have a soft shape. But I like this. I think it's a good first attempt, though. Very nice. Yeah, it's just a little smooth. Then we have one of Kappa. Got something that looked like magical crystal, maybe. Change the entry with a better shape. Well, it looks kinda off from what it should be. If it's about the shape and about the color. Once again, if I just take this with it, you can straight away see what I mean. But I like the attempt. Maybe you did create a very nice gemstone, maybe something for you could use for a scene easily, like a gemstone or a crystal cave or something like that. It is very interesting to look at, though. It does have hard edges, which is very nice. See that a lot, but it's a little too smooth, I would say. It's about hard edges. This one is a little more rubblish and that kind of stuff. But I like the attempt. The colorful reflection looks pretty cool, even though, yeah, it is true. Yeah, very nice. Then we have one of Omkar 25 golden amethyst flower ring. Yeah, this is more like it. Of course, this might be a little bit more easy than making it into a rough material. We have seen actually a little bit of an example down here with this one compared to this one. It kind of looks on point, I would say. Looks very nice. I like how you've made this into a jewel. Also seems on point how the gemstone has been in place into the jewel with these outside placement holders, if you would call it like that. It's very nice. I like this one. Very good. Don't have much to say about this. And is this also one of them? Yeah, okay, we still continue with this one. So here's one of Andrew Burikov. This one took 30 minutes to render in 1K times 1K resolution. Well, I'm not gonna judge too quick on this one. I'm just going to say this is a nice low poly one. I think kind of it looks like something, right? If you just see it like this type of thing, then this could be like a low poly one. It only should be a little more purplish somehow, a little more purple. I'm missing it here, purple with white. Let's see if I can take a better example of. It is difficult. Yeah, there is a little more white in there. This one looks more bluish purple. Yeah. Hey, Outmind, you made it. Very good. Welcome to the live stream. So yeah, I do really like what he's been doing here. It's very random. It's very robbleish. I would say for a low poly, the whole style here is okay. It is good. It's nice. Just needs to be a lot more purplish. And this purplish also goes a little bit to the pink, so between purple and pink instead of between blue and purple. But I like what he's been trying to make here. Very good. Hope you're doing fine, Outminded. Outmind. Then we have one of Erwin Sandire. Sup, here is my entry for the Amethyst first high place. I practiced to find the right color mix. Once I got a possible right color of my liking, I close Blender, open new, and make the model less than 30 minutes. That sounds like a little cheaty, but it's okay. The shape though. Sure, the shape looks kind of fine, I would say. But then once again, it is very difficult to make that section down in the middle, which we've seen a couple of times, like making this. I don't know exactly what it's called on the inside. Maybe it's like little cracks, and with the light shining through it, it looks like white. I think these are open spaces or cracks. Something I'm missing in here. Maybe you could have left the background like a white or a gray or a black and just focus the purple onto this thing only. You still have handyman troubles. I will be solved tomorrow. Ah, man. I would be so angry if I need that person and this person is just not doing what is getting asked. So yeah, I think this will also go for a kind of a low poly style. I wish I had. I think these ones are the best one to look at. So yeah, it really needs darker spots, light spots, white spots, some cracks in there. But I appreciate the attempt. It is not easy to make mineral stones and that kind of stuff. So I think he's still done kind of a good job. The lightning? Oh, it is okay. It is okay. I don't know. Like, on your work, you seem to be a lot afraid of light for some reason. Like, yes, of course, in the back here there is no much light, but at the front is a lot of light coming from. There's a lot of very light and bright stuff. I guess it's okay. It's okay. So then we have another stone that is malachite. Malachite. Let me just Google that one. This is a nice green stone. I love green. It is one of the better colors you can find in Mother Nature. But, this looks very interesting. Very rubbleish. It kind of looks like mini mountains onto each side and very rockish. No way. Yes, it is. It is. So you have these ones which are sharpened by water moving about in nature, and we have these rough ones. It almost looks like copper that has been there for a very long time, or silver or whatever, just like this. But enough about that. We're going to take a look at the entries. Malachite. Malachite. Ah, Dutch and English. Anyhow, you know what I mean. So we have here one of Omkar 25. I didn't have much time today. Done it in 10 minutes. It looks very nice in 10 minutes. Only add a little bit more light, I would say. Don't be afraid to light up your work. There's not such thing as too bright. I never seen anyone making something too bright. You really need to go overboard making it too bright. I'm just trying to take a nice example of one of these rocks. This is a very nice shaped rock, maybe a little too perfect, unless it has been sharpened by a jeweler, something like that. I think this stone looks kind of on point though. Maybe the dark green needs to be a little bit more darker green. I like the shapes in here. It looks very nice though. Kind of looks like down here. So I think you've done, overall, a very good job though. By the way, if you guys have something to say, just drop it down there. No, it kind of looks on point though. Very nice. Alright, for the 10 minutes, I think it's very good. There'll be a one-off explosion. Explosion made those ones that are taken away by a river and sharpened by nature. And also these ones look very much on point, I would say, compared with these guys that we see. These ones are the best. A lot of different shapes in here. I would only say maybe, but maybe that's just me, or maybe these ones are just greener than this one, because this color looks very much on point, I would say. Yeah, it looks very much on point. Very good. I like these ones. I like how you displayed them. Okay, my question, JB Blender, why not participate Me, you mean why I'm not doing that? Well, it's been a little bit hot the last week for me, and when it's too hot, I cannot concentrate on doing stuff. I've not really played games either or do anything. I've mainly just been watching YouTube and live streaming the 30 minutes and the weekly, just because it's too hot. It's very nice. Then we have one of Andrew Burakov. Instant cube wasn't deleted, it transformed to this rock. Okay, it looks very nice. Only a little bit of weird shape. Maybe there is some shape that, if you're lucky, kind of like this, I would say. Well, I would only say the texture on here needs to be a little bit more spread out for some reason. And maybe a few little circles in it, but some of them, oh boy, that's not what I wanted to do. Some of them doesn't show any circles, but just lines. So the color though, well, I said it before, there are some different colors because these one look very green, and I think the light green needs to be different. Like what I see here is a lot of dark green, and when this green becomes too light, it gets more of the this bluish green color. And I would say make the background look bluish or grayish or blackish. Somehow red and green looks strange. I think what fits a lot with green is orange and purple. Give him a break. Well, I just took a little break. But I would like to join in again when it's, a little bit more okay weather, I would say. I really don't like hot weather. I mean, it's nice when the sun shines and it's not like sweating me out. I just sleep so freaking bad with hot weather. I'm not a fan of it. All right. Here is my role. What it says. I found and gonna sell it. Certainly it was in my dreams. Well, that is a shame, because if you could sell it to Outmind, he likes to collect stones and minerals. let's take a closer look. I would say this one didn't really work out. It is difficult. First of all, I think the texture on it doesn't look like on point with, you know, what we've seen down here. It's very different. It's just like little spots and grain. While we see a lot of stripes on here, stripes and sometimes circles type of things. This could have gone for, you know, a different kind of stone or mineral. I think you can agree with me, Erwin. But I like the shapes. Maybe if you would make this gold, it would be perfectly a golden nugget. Do we have more? Fluorite. What is this? Is that also fluorite? Let me see. I think he just posted here. So I guess we're gonna go to fluorite. Fluorite. Okay, let me just Google a nice picture. I made a raw one. Yeah. Alright, so fluorite is a stone that is pretty much colorful with purple, also some greenish, bluish, and a lot of transparency in it. This ain't fluorite, right? That's wrong. Let's take a look at it. He made Suzanne into he made this rock into a Suzanne shape, which is okay, I guess. And the colors, I like the colors in here. It pretty much kind of gives an idea of this down here. I only think that when these colors are switching, the edge needs to be a lot sharp. You can see a lot sharper edge down here. From the purple, it straight away goes to white, very thin, and then for some green bluish. Got some black in it. But I like this idea, it's very shiny. What's the color of fluorite? The answer, yes. Very good. Alright. Then we have one of Erwin Sunny Ray. He made two types of it. Well, we do have with one color only. Now, I'm not gonna judge with the shape because these ones are, you know, token by a river or a sea. They have been rumbling a lot, or maybe been sharpened by a jeweler. These are just a raw version of it. I think the color is very nice. I like that. Maybe you can next time practice like trying to get something inside here, like a texture in there. I like the background with it though, and it is lightened up very well, I would say. What color is this? Rainbow. Alright. We one of explosion. He made a few types down here. I'm just going to scale it a little bit up this time. And doesn't bring in much, but at least it's something. Let me just take something. Let me see here. What can I judge? I like the shapes. It's very nice. The shapes are kind of like these guys down here. These guys down here. I would only say that the waves in here are a little too wild. As you can see down here, you have like this line waving here and then it goes sloped again. The waves are a little bit lesser. Well, let me just keep scrolling. Down here you see again, this one does have a little bit of a wild wave, but any other seems to be pretty straight. So a lot of wild style going on here. So a little lesser wild, I would say. But I like the color changes in here. Actually didn't try adding any detail inside the match. Probably should have experimented with that. My waves were like dripping paint off something. Maybe those ones are from a different planet where the waves are just wild. Then we have one of Omkar 25. I really wanted to render in Eevee, but every time I tried to render image, Blender frozen, even at 5 samples, I render it in cycles. Alright, so this is the last one. I have to say, this is pretty nice. Alright, this is pretty nice. It is almost, well, this one doesn't really have alpha in it, seems like, because this one doesn't have alpha. That's why I'm saying that so. I guess Outmind can give the best answer on that, but it seems like, oh, look at that. Wow. This kinda looks like, is this the reference picture, Omkar? Bet you're not in the chat right now, but it looks kinda the same though. What do you think, Outmind? I mean, is this rubblish texture on here, is that like correct, or should it be a little more sharper? It's, I wish I had like a big version of it, bigger. Scale it up. I know, I feel for some reason these that rubblish texture on here, or the bumpiness, needs to be a little sharper. But any other, it looks like very nice, really good. Man, nature can be crazy. Alright, then we are gonna go to something that I've been mistaking, because Outminded was very exciting, and then I was thinking it is Friday. So I need to turn this around. I did 5 on 4 and 4 on 5, so let me just get this. So these ones is Bismuth, which is a very strange thing. Let's check out Bismuth. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Like, this is so strange. And apparently this can contain a little bit of radioactive material. It has a lot of lead in it or something, if I may believe a wiki. This is very nuts. No shapes in here. I wouldn't even know where to start, man. It seems pretty much it has a lot of twirls in it, so it just starts at some point and then it starts twirling. Yeah, it is. For 30 minutes, this is difficult, but if you figure it out in 30 minutes, always nice, because we have a we have 2 entries at least trying so, and it is difficult. But I really appreciate trying, and this one is of Explosion. Didn't know how to approach making the material, so it ended. Excuse me. Omkar 25 wanted to make it to a necklace, but no time for making a producial texture. I think color-wise, it is pretty nice. Like, even with making this in the color is a difficult thing. There's a lot of yellow, purple, pinkish, green, blue, greenish. So weird, man. But this one is very nice. I think I see this twirl shape in here, which is very nice. We see that back a lot, all those twirl shapes from down here. It is stairways type, which we see here too. I only would say I missed the stairways down here, like it is flat. It's just like you can just slide off of this. And here you can really see like it has stairways. Ay ay ay. But it's so difficult, man. Like here you can have a better look on how stairways it is. So that's the only thing that it doesn't look stairways is, but the whole shape is very nice. I really love the color in this one. I think you've come pretty much far on a good way. This one looks clean. I like the background with it, by the way. Then we have one of Explosion didn't know how to approach making the material, so it ended up being messy. Well, you at least got something, and I really appreciate that you've tried it. It is messy. Well, this thing is messy too, so it is rough, man. Tough to make this rough. But I see some of the important things. I see these twirl shapes in here, and I see the stairways very well. So I think for the most of the objective, you've done it very well. It is just color, stairway, and twirly. Okay. So I think you've done a very well job on this one. I really like this one. Yeah, for 30 minutes, like I said, I wouldn't know where to start. I would just make the top twirl shape and then copy it and then duplicate it one below, one to the left, and then press Shift R 50 times so it just duplicates it. Yeah. Alright, and then we have Preite. Preite looks like a very rough rock, which is blinky, and if you're lucky, it has a default cube into it. Is this really a natural thing, or is this... You tell me, Outmind? Because some of these stones or something were created by humans, right? Or can be created by humans. This is weird, man. I didn't even check all those pictures. So basically, you need to make a rock, dump in a default cube with a scratchy shader on it or sketchy texture, make it look like chromey, silver-ish. So strange, man. This kind of reminds me of, you have those rocks that look like, they have like the shape of a traffic sign, and it's apparently also natural. If I knew what it's called, I would search for a picture, but... Bismuth is man-made, but it's 100% natural. I see. Okay. That's a very important thing to know. So yeah, let's take a look at it then. We have this one of Erwin Ray. I turn lazy this time, kinda chase against time, go somewhere. So I made it simple, fast as I can. Well, it's always nice. And we still want to join in. Difficult. I'm trying to look for a reference picture here. Reference. Would this be possible, Outmind? Like you're the expert, I would say. Kind of like this, but it needs to be a little bit rougher. It's getting somewhere, I would say. Just scrolling for a few couple more scrolls. Maybe this one could do a little bit. It needs to be a little bit rougher. Like, it's too smooth. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. It's too smooth. Well, maybe. Getting close. But you ran out of time, so I'm just gonna take that. Well, anyways, thank you for joining and thanks for trying. I always appreciate that. Snaps. I know it's over, but I seen it, so I made this one. Oh, well, let's take a look at it. You made an eggshell around it or something. I do see a bit of twirly shapes. Maybe I would say it's a little bit too... Yeah. It needs to be like start off very thin and finish the twirly shape for some reason. But thanks for giving it a shot. This one wasn't easy though. Then we have snaps again. Run out of time real quick. This one is a lot better, I would say. You got these cubes in there. You got some textures onto the cube, which makes it look scratchy. The cubes has some nice blinky color. Let's take a look at the rock. I would only say the rock is a little bit too dark. If I look at all of these reference pictures up here. Yeah, it is pretty much very dark. The cube is fantastic. That's just very nice. Even the edges are very good. Yeah, it's a little bit like this. So just, if you would like to give it another shot, just try to make the rock with some other textures and then it will look straight away on point, I would say. Maybe a blue background. This one looks really nice. Alright. So we have one of Erwin Sanire for the pre-ite. Pre-ite? Huh? Is that a... Have I been mistaking here? No. Huh? Is this your second entry? I'm a little confused here. Erwin, explain. This is the pre-ite. This is for this one and this one, right? Well, what is this one? It's confusing. We go from this to this one with the cubes, and then this is the one we were doing, the pre-ite. There's nothing between the pre-ite and this thing here. Two separate entries. Oh, let's just take it like that. So, this thing down here. Yeah. What have you done with the texture on it? Have you been like selecting all and then, or select random and then scale it down or something? Yeah, difficult. I mean, it's a really rough 30 minutes for the week. Yeah, very confusing. But I appreciate you have 2 entries down here. Still, it's a very special rock. Let me just keep it like that. I like the color combination of chromey and brownish. That looks very well though. People did well in overall. They certainly did. Then we have one of Andrew Burkov. He made also a rocky one with some cubes in it. It looks kind of on point if it's about the shape. I would say only the colors needs to be a little bit different. Well, the cube seems to be fine. It just needs a scratchy texture on it, because this one down here has the same color. But for the rock though, the rocks in overall seem pretty much or a little bit goldish or very grayish. Maybe I've missed something somewhere. I do appreciate that you got a texture on here, which is very nice. I think it's a good start. I like it. Yeah, your second entry. Okay, very good. All right. Then we have one of Omkar 25. Okay, that's also a very nice one. Hmm. It almost feels like the bumpy texture on here is like facing towards the outside, and it needs to be towards the inside, like a deep scratch instead of a. You guys know what I mean, right? Just trying to look for a picture though. Well, maybe I'm wrong though. I do you have a rock like that outlined with scratches on it? Is the scratches like outside or inside? It looks like here it's like going inside, so it just needs to be turned around, I would say. The only thing that I do see is that the edges here are way too soft. It needs to be a lot sharper. It depends. Okay. Well, let's just take a look at the edge. It needs to be a lot sharper in here. Mine doesn't have scratches at all. Okay, I see. We're not gonna look at scratches. The color is very nice. It is goldish. The rock is very bumpy. This is always good. And very rough. Man, there are so many shapes. Yeah, I will post it where? Oh, here. Right? Oh, this is the one you have. Holy smoke, that is a big picture. Oh, wow, look at that. This is the one you have. Looks like it has a little bit of scrub texture on it. So you see the edges are very sharp. Nice stone with it. It is crazy, man. I like it. This should have been your entry. Cheating entry. Okay, very nice. Then we one of explosion cycles was being funky, so I had to do some texture baking. This was really fun to make. Wow, okay, yeah, okay. Nice. This so what I see right now here is the scrubby-ish texture, which outlined show it onto the real life picture. The edges are very nice. I think the color is very nice. I really like the stone texture on here. It looks very good. Background is with it very good. Even use some kind of a bloomish effect. You can tell. This one looks very nice though. Very nice, I love it. I don't have anything negative to say about that one. Wanted to retry, but ran out of time again. That's a cute little cube in there. Okay, the material is definitely something nice. It's a nice rock there. Maybe the cube should have been a little bit bigger just to get the idea of a cube in a rock, but we get the overall idea. It's nice and shiny. Maybe the bumpiness is a little too soft. It needs to be a little harder. Just this for a simple example. This looks very rough. I think my rock could have some more sharp edges. Let me just take a look. Yeah, maybe it could be, but yeah, maybe, yeah, okay, maybe it could have a little bit sharper edges. Now you say so, and I look at different types here. Sure, you can upgrade it to a little bit rougher edges. If you would add in rougher edges, then you could easily post this to ArtStation or something. Because this in overall looks very nice, very appealing to look at, very crisp, very sharp, I mean. But this one down here also rougher edges and make the cube look a little bit bigger, because I think that is the whole fancy thing about this type of rock preite, that it's a rock with a cube in there. Whoa, wait a minute, look at this. Yeah, still rougher edges. It looks kind of the same. Very nice. Getting distracted here. Alright, so that was that for the pre-eyed rock. Now we're gonna go to... Wait, what? Oh boy. Bismuth was the other one, so pre-eyed is the one for Friday. Tourmaline, let's type that in. And there we go. So tourmaline kind of reminds me of the other rock we had before this one a little bit, but then different colors and different texture in there. I see a lot of stuff here. Couldn't resist entering this for myself, so here is a watermelon tourmaline for your viewing pleasure. Alright, so we got this guy down here. Let's scale it out. I like the lines in here, very nice. Let me just look around first. Okay. So I found this down here, and it seems like having lines in here seems to be a very much a thing. So I just had to look for it. Very nice. I think this one is pretty much on point. Maybe you could have used a little lamp from this way. Always take care, if you have one bright lamp, always use a little bit of light from this side too. Just, even if it's just 10%, never leave this always too dark, because the shadows. But I like this one. Then we want Omkar 25, similar entry to Outmine, just changed the top color a little as yesterday was Indian Independence Day. Very nice. Okay, this one is a different kind of, more crystally. This one doesn't have any transparency in it. That's the only thing for now I'm going to say. So we cannot have a look inside actually. Maybe what you could have done was copy this object in edit mode and then scale it in. Then give it this texture what you have on here and add some alpha to it. And it might have been looking a little bit more on point. And give the outside like a glassy texture. Material, I mean. Because it kind of needs to look more alpha-ish. I hope you've enjoyed your Independence Day. Let me see something here. Okay. Then we're gonna go to Snaps. Snap seems to be a new member of the 30-minute challenge. He also made one of these. It looks glassy, so that's a good thing. It has a little bit of color change here, although I don't know if this color here is from a lamp. Stuff like that. But there are types so it doesn't have color change apparently. So I'm just gonna say this is okay. It is just shaped up by a jeweler. It just has one color. So I'm just going to say this is okay. Is this a new one already? Okay, this one I understand. This one kind of like this, I guess. Is this the last one? Outmined? Camera needs to back up a little. Yeah, maybe it would be nice if this was just, you know, like a square. And you don't need all this side rubble. Not yet. What is this? Outmine of explosion. Is this also the Tourmaline, or is this the next one? Two more. Oh, so this is the last one. Okay. So this is apparently then a second entry. Looks like Jello lol. Yeah, also for you, just take care that the background has a different color than the stone, or else, you know, it looks too much the same or can be a little bit confusing. I think there is too much bumpiness in it, and what does have like a big bump shape, I don't know exactly how to call it, needs to have sharper edges, which I mean, this one is for a very good example. You see it has a lot of flatness, and then here at the edges it is very much sharp, I would say. Oh, this is a rough weekly 30-minute though. Just trying to scroll for some more. It reminds me of some kind of a candy. And then the last one of explosion, he made this type of and then you think like, oh, it doesn't look transparency and whatever. Apparently this exists too, so I just seen this in my screen. It starts to look like it, let me just say it like so. Comes in many colors. Black is one of the most common, Outmind says right now. Yeah, I do see a lot of black stuff, and yeah, I think this one kind of starts to look like the most. I think for this one, the lines on here that's trying to be created needs to be a lot thinner for some reason. Just like this. I don't know if it's accurate though. I could type in Yeah, we have this one too. Like maybe a little bit rougher. This is too smooth. But I like how you just got a black one in here. Oh yeah, black. Yeah, just pretty much rougher. Well, maybe this can do a little more. Charcoal. Yeah, it looks a little bit charcoalish. I agree with that. Alright, so that is that for the Tourmaline, one of them. Then the last one is Aragonite. Oh man. Okay, let's just enter that one. This one looks very honey-ish. I don't know why I say that, but so the first one is of Omkar 25. Here is my failed try. Well, for a failed try, I think it looks pretty much on point though. It looks very nice. I think it needs to be a little lesser smooth for some reason. The texture onto it. The texture looks like very lesser shiny for some reason on this one. But I think the shapes in overall kinda worked out pretty well. Yeah, caramel, yeah. Okay, caramel. Yeah, I think if you would increase the roughness of shininess to be not shiny, then it's getting more in the era. I mean, at some points it looks very shiny though, but this one looks very, it doesn't have too much shininess on it. But I like this one. I don't think the shaping overall failed. It's just the texture on it needs to be a little bit different though. But I like it. Yeah, a bit pale. Yeah, that's a good one. Pale. Okay, very nice. Explosion made one too, which, wow, the shape looks also very nice. Now it starts to look like cola candy. Yeah, sure. Maybe a little bit changing colors would do with this one. Like it's pretty much in overall the same color, and then this one you see it just go from caramel color to white. That's the only thing I could really say about this one. I like the overall shape, looks very nice. The background is definitely something different, but I get the idea why you've done that, to just get a little better reflection onto it. Yeah, it always makes things look good. Don't give away the secret. What would even be better if you have this HDRI texture and then make the background still being black? Then the total focus go onto this thing. But I like it. I think it worked out pretty much well. Then we have one of Erwin Sunny. Hello there. Here's my entry for what it says. A sky blue one. Alright. Sky blue, huh? Well, this is something. Of course, from the same type, we have different shapes and stuff. Sky blue, it's kind of getting in the era. looks like ice crystals or something. Type blue, that's a good one. BL, what blue, like this? No, like this, you dummy. There we go. No, like this, it's turned around. In the Dutch, we don't have this, but turned around, so that's why I sometimes don't type it the right way. Okay, we get a lot more of this stuff. Okay, it's getting closer, Oh well, getting closer. Sky blue. Oh, I also have to type sky. Okay. Okay, there we go. This is the last chance, okay? Yeah, sure. Blue, it's a very nice color with this. It feels like a little bit jelly for some reason. Like little bits of jelly has been stick together. But it's difficult, man. Very difficult. So, shouldn't this be lesser transparent, I would say? Like a little bit, you know, this doesn't have transparent. I don't see much transparency of this one. But I could be wrong though. That's why I always take Google Pictures with it. So we all get to see the same. I'm not a mineral expert, so yeah, that's the only thing I'm gonna say. I think the transparency should be way lesser. Even though there's this one, but use glass, but you can also use glossy for the shine. Anyhow, Outmind, what do you think of this one? You're the mineral expert, or at least more expert than I am. That's tough. Tough and rough. You like it? Okay. That's good. Yeah, it's definitely something different. What's a common word I'm gonna use if I don't know what to say about it? Because I'm not an expert. But I like this for some reason. It looks like something that can float in the ocean. Deep down sea at the corals. But I do like that you've used a different color with it. Because these guys just the same. That's boring. Different color. Very good. Alright, so that will be that. It is time to vote, so I'll guess Outmind will re-vote. So the first one is Amatrist. So we have one of Explosion, Kappa, Omkar 25, Andrew Burakov, and Erwin Sunny Ray. You can vote right now. But if you want to have a better look, open your own Discord so you can just see better what you like the most. Alright, we have one for Omkar. We have another one for Omkar, another one for Omkar. That is 3. There are 7 people watching, of course. Maybe some people are here just to watch. They're not like here, like a Blender artist. Yeah, it is true. It is it has very nice sharpened shapes in here too. So I guess if no one has anything to say anymore, I wish I had a hammer like a judge. Then we are gonna take one of Omkar25. Congratulations. And I'm straight away gonna save this guy up into my little map with big winners. 30 minutes, Omkar25, very good, very big picture by the way. Alright. Then we have one for this green malachite. Omkar25, Explosion, Andrew Burokov, or Erwin Sunny Ray. Just have to keep an eye out on what is what. Ah, Sunny. I like to watch for inspiration, but my skill's not good enough to produce what as good as this. Oh, that's okay, that's okay. There are people who... Yeah. Yeah, it is a very difficult 30-minute challenge for the whole week though. That is true. We have done easier things, and then you can always join. You can join however you like. You can make it low poly, you can make it realistic, you can go for a rough shape, you can go for a sharpened shape. Stuff like that. Alright, hey Omkar. Okay, let me see. Oh boy, where do we... So I guess we started voting below Sunny, right? So then we have Explosion votes for Omkar. Omkar votes for Explosion. We have another Omkar, we have another Explosion, so that's 2 against 2. Well, I hope so. Maybe for next week we're just gonna do colors. Make something with the color red. Or that is color red. You can just go whatever you want. Make it just easy. Alright, another explosion. So there's 3 explosions, 2 Omkars. Let me see. Explosion has this one, and Omkar has this one, which is very nice though. Let me see. Materials. Oh, okay. Well, you guys have to vote too, right? Then we just save up color for whenever we don't know anything. So it's let me see. It is 1, 2, 2 against 3. 2 against 4. Alright, so in this case then Explosion have won this one. Even though if I would vote for Omkar then he still won, so... but I really like this one. Stop opening Microsoft Edge. Nobody got time for that. Let me see, where is the map? There we go. Explosion, congratulations on winning this one. Very good. Then we're gonna go for the colorful fluorite. We have Andrew Burokov, Erwin Sunny Ray, Explosion, or Omkar25. Yeah, okay. Okay, wait. Let me just type this here. Now you can vote. Just to remind myself that, yeah. Andrew Burokov. Alright. I pronounced that well. Buryakov. Yeah. Another Andrew. 2 Omkars, 2 Andrews. Yeah, the cycles one. We're just not gonna look at this one. Just the first one. Ay, ay, ay. You got 3 Andrews, 2 Omkars. Gonna be exciting. Ay, ay, ay. I mean, I do like this one, but it needs more roughness in it. It is too smooth at some point, or too bumpy, I would say. For this one, only thing that I have to say is that the lines need to be different, but then again, the lines here are almost the same. There's a little more color in this one. Well, you know what? Let me see one more time. Andrew, Omkar. I'm gonna go for Andrew. Andrew, congratulations on winning the fluorite. There we go. Then we're gonna go to Bismuth mod. With one of Omkar 25, one of Explosion, and this one of Snaps. So just ignore this one of Erwin Sunny Ray, and we have 3 of these. Which one do you think that looks the best? Oh yeah, shit, I had to, okay, I forgot to put a stripe in there. Okay, okay, Andrew isn't in here anyway, so. Yeah, explosion, Omkar. Even though I like the color in here, I really like how the colors look. I'm missing the stairways shape in here. There is a twirl in here, but this one really has this stairways shape in here. So I think it's clear that Explosion won this one. So congratulations, Explosion, on this one. Alright, very good. We have 3 more to go. Now we're gonna go pre-ites. We have this one of Erwin Sunny Ray. We have this one of Snaps. This one is Erwin Sunny Ray. So if you do Erwin Sunny Ray again, it will be Erwin Chu. Andrew Burkov, Omkar 25, Explosion, or another Snaps. It is sometimes very confusing. Anyhow, you guys have the vote. I'm going to vote for Explosion because I really love this one, even though it needs a little bit more roughness here. That you could easily post it on ArtStation, and a lot of people appreciate this. Andrew, oh yeah, he's in here too, right? Ah, yeah, here. Okay, Andrew, yes. Explosion. Another explosion. Oh, 3 against 1. 4 against 1. 5 against 1. Then it's clear by this. Explosion also won this one. Very good on the pre-ite. Save it up. Very good. I don't see any Kaizen for this week. Wasn't Kaizen on the top? Yeah, you have to be careful there, man. Alright, then we're gonna go to Tourmaline. We have Outmind with the melon. We have Omkar with the Indian. We have Snaps with the purple color. And Snaps number 2. And we have Explosion with the black one. Just 2 seconds. There we go. Okay, let me hear your votes. I think I'm gonna go for Outmind, not because he made up this very difficult task for the whole week, but I just really like this one, as in it's a very different one. We have seen that they have stripes in there. I like the color in here. I like the little stand with it. Oh, mine one is going Outmind, 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 Snaps, Outmind. Outmind, Outmind. Alright, so Outmind, congratulations on winning Tourmaline, the melon one. Very good. Alright, then we have the last one, Arrow Go Night or the Coca-Cola Caramel Honey Sweet. We have Omkar 25, Explosion or Erwin Sunny Ray. Okay, the last one was, okay, Omkar, Erwin. It is very shapy though, very textury, very glassy. Caramel, Coca-Cola vote for Explosion. Okay. Let me see. Omkar, Erwin, Explosion, Erwin. Okay, we have, let me see, 1, 2, 3 for Erwin. We have 1 for Explosion and 1 for Omkar. I think I'm gonna go for Erwin too, just because he's really trying his best, and Explosion cheated with HDR anyways. I'll bet if you get the HDRI away, it looks crap. Like, it looks like the worst one of the 3. So Erwin Sunny Ray, congratulations on winning the Argo Knight. Very good. It was really rough. I am proud of you guys for joining in, for trying this one. Very nice entries. Everyone have done his best. Everyone is a winner for already joining in, for trying this already. It wasn't easy, very tough one. You can also be proud on yourselves for joining in. Alright. I did save this one up, did I? I did, okay. Very good. So this means next topic, and make it a little bit easier for yourself too. Okay, so team of the week will go away, and then the first one. So we need a team that is easy in overall, and then for every day I need to be able to pick something. Alright, oh yeah, we had materials. Let me just think. Materials. Aye, materials. Okay, materials is catching the end. See you all Wednesday. I'm glad you will join in. Very good. Such as wood, iron, cloth, Maybe materials will be a good one. I mean, you don't have to make a whole log to in order to add in a wooden texture. Yeah, I wanted to go for color, but if you guys have something, then I'd rather do that and save the color up for when you guys don't know anything. Maybe materials would be a good one. I mean, you can just add in a plane and just take care that the material looks good, or you can go a little advanced and actually, you know, if it's wood, make a log. Jewelry. Let's save jewelry up. All right, let's save it up. Because we just had like precious stones and materials. Let's give people a little rest from the difficult stones. But keep that in mind, Erwin, jewelry. Just keep that in mind. Might be a nice one for some point. So shall we do materials? Would that be a nice one? Is there a different material? You can just add it onto an object or just use a cube, plane, whatever. And yeah, let's see who can make the best material. We did weapons not long ago. I think materials would be a very good practice. Games, weapons. Yeah, let's just do material. I mean, yeah, okay. Materials. Materials. Is there anyone that would like to help me out and send me on Discord like materials for the next 6 days? Then we can do wood for today. But shall we do wood as in materials with use only Blender? So no importing textures? Yeah, no texture imports. Okay, I will just... only use Blender, no texture imports. Yeah, okay, that's a good one. I'll just write it, behind the daily, and I will just put it behind the overall subject. So if still someone reads over it, then will be disqualified. It's gonna be a tough one, but at least you don't have to model. You just can focus for 30 minutes on trying to make the material itself. You can just use a plane if you like. Alright, so it's a very nice one. And by the way, I have from Frank, I have also a few suggestions. Where is it at? For let me just see here. We can do 1 week. We can do like time. We can do homes. We can do alternative transport. So I still have enough what we could do. If you guys run out of ideas, then we can do Frank's one. And if Frank has no more ideas, then we can do color. Yeah, HDRI could do. No texture import. HDRI, yes. Well, people know it just it makes sense. Like if you need to make a material With no texture import, you can still use HDRI. Yeah. I mean, a texture is a texture and not an HDRI. Alright, so that will be that. If anyone has something to say, let me know down below in the chat. Yeah, you can use. And Erwin Sunny Ray, light up your work. Just light it up. If you've used 2 lamps and you think it's enough, add 2 more. If your default is 1 strength, crank it up to 2. Is that from Avril? Alright, I'm going to awkwardly close this stream. And you guys can have some fun. I will just, by the way, drop in the announcement already. 21. This should be 22. Everyone, thanks for being here. Thanks for the chat. Thanks for your thoughts. Thanks for sharing. And good luck for this week. Wednesday it will be the weekly challenge competition. Same time, same channel. And bye-bye, I guess. Alright, catch you later. Awkwardly enough.